newcomer teachers. This is a quick way, a fun way for kids to learn and to go over, learn how to read, write, and really dissect high frequency words. So today's objective will be learning or revisiting 6 to 8 high frequency words. You could get them from any list, Dolch, any list you would like. Also going over or introducing a couple of vocabulary words like begins and ends and letters, right? A big part of this is going to be also going over spelling using the alphabet, because we always want to go back to that alphabet, both letter names and sounds, and using a couple of numbers. Okay, so once you've picked all you need is a piece of paper and pencil, right? Once you pick your 6 to 8 high frequency words, you can go ahead and write them down. And here too, I know every grade, you could find high frequency words for every grade level. So for example, maybe 4th or 5th grade might have a however or something a little more complicated than obviously kinder 1st grade, I is the. So you could go ahead and pick either that first level of 100 words or else you could go ahead and pick words from your grade level list, okay? So you're going to go and you're going to write them down, and you're going to write a little space next to them. And with your newcomer or ELD1 student, small group, or whole class, if you do separate for ELD via different levels, you're going to go over each word. Because, am, you're going to say all the words together. You're going to do that maybe 2 or 3 times. You're going to say the words together, and then you're going to say it slowly. And with the kids, you could either say it first and they repeat you, or they could go ahead and say it with you. Because, B, E, C, A, and so you're going to go ahead and say each letter, okay? So you're going to do that. Then when you're done, you're going to say all the words again. Maybe a couple times you could kind of mix it up just to get some practice in. Once again, we're not looking for the kid to get it all right. If they get a couple right, that's great. We're just trying to get some practice in. So then what they're going to do is on their own, on their paper, because they will be writing this as well during independent work time or with you or an aide or something, they're going to also rewrite the words, and they can also trace the words that, after you write them, maybe in a different color or something. If you have a whole class, if you're teaching a whole group this, you could go ahead and maybe get a different color marker and do this just to model what tracing is, right? And of course, you know how to best write letters. And then you're going to go ahead and make maybe 4 or 5 questions similar to the ones I have here. Number 1, which words have 3 letters? Which words have 3 letters? And so you're reviewing what a letter is by modeling. So, okay, because we're looking for 3 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does because have 3 letters? No. Because has 7 letters. We want 3 letters. Am, 1, 2, 2. Do we want 2 or do we want 3? We want 3, so no, not am. And then 4, F-O-R, 3 letters? Yes, absolutely, that's 3 letters. And then they could go ahead and they could write this. If you want, you could have them write, in here I use a kind of magenta. They could go ahead and write it in preparation for you working with them directly, maybe during some independent time, and then they could go ahead and fill it in. The next one, which words end in an E? So they end, the last letter, end. Which words end in an E? And you could go ahead and do that. And then the next one is, which word starts? Starts. So which word begins? Starts. Which letter is first? Which one starts with an A? Is that an A? No. Is this an A? Yes. So we're going to go ahead and write am. So you could write on this if it's a whole group, or if it's just one student, they could go ahead and use your paper. And then the last one says, which word has 7 letters? 7 letters. And of course you could extend this. There's all kinds of extra questions you could add. Here I put an extension in case you have some newcomers who are a little higher, or ELD level 2. I find especially with native Spanish speakers that often there's so much difficulty in rhyming. And I have a theory on that. My theory is that in Spanish you learn how to read in syllables, in English you learn how to read in word families, which is rhyming. But I don't know if that's right. That's just what I observe. So if you could maybe throw some rhyming in there, or if you have a if you teach ELD 1s and 2s, you could say, which word rhymes with ham, right? And you could add that to there. And that's the lesson of the day. Thank you.